Ever come across one of these guys? Well, I don't think I need to say anymore. I'm gonna show you how to beat them. Alright, hey guys, it's Star Catz, and today I will be showing you guys how to defeat a Lynel, but not just any Lynel, it'll be a white-maned Crusher Lynel in this video, which is arguably one of the hardest ones, unless you've seen silver Lynels, but we're gonna focus on white-maned Lynels for now. However, they are great for farming shields, elemental arrows, swords, bows, spears, and of course in this tutorial, crushers. Now I do plan on doing other tutorials for the other types of Lynels such as sword and shield combo as well as spear, so if you want that, be sure to leave a like. Anyways, let's begin. Okay, so before we do anything crazy, I'm going to tell you what you need and what you might want to have as well. I'm going to put up a list on screen, but I'll talk about the more important ones. So first is food. You need to be very prepared with health boosting food, and energy boosting food, fighting boost, armor boost, that kind of stuff. When I recorded this, I wasn't as prepared with as much food as I would have liked, but I had some meat skewers which did nicely, but if you are a beginner, any blank boosting food will do great. Second thing is fairies. I don't think I need to go into much detail on why you need this one, but just look around fairy fountains pickup. I want to say at least 6 if you are a beginner. If you are a little more advanced, 2 to 3 should be fine. Now for some weapons / armory. Strong swords, elemental weapons, strong durable shields, strong bows, elemental arrows. One-handed swords are going to be extremely life-saving if you're a beginner, so if you can get your hands on the master sword then that's good. But stuff such as the royal broadsword is also okay. Basically just get strong stuff. Lynels are strong, meaning you will need to be stronger, which means you need to have good weapons. Now for some stuff that's going to help a lot, but isn't really needed. Okay, so in terms of the abilities you get from the divine beasts, there are 2 that I would recommend the most. Daruk's Protection and Mipha's Grace, which are relatively easy ones as well. A lot of you may say that Urbosa's Fury would help, and you're right, but personally I think that ruins the challenge and extreme intensity when fighting one, and making you feel less accomplished. I fought this Lynel only using Mipha's Grace and Daruk's Protection, so you should be fine. Daruk's Protection will protect you from accidents like this, and Mipha's Grace will protect you from this. Okay, so now for some armor. On the list I did list some sort of armor, but with these ones it would be a lot more difficult to get. I would highly recommend either Barbarian armor or the Fierce Deity armor. The Barbarian armor you get from these 3 labyrinths, and the Fierce Deity armor comes from the Majora's Mask Amiibo. And I actually did a review on some really good cheap Amiibo card alternatives in case you don't have the money or the space for actual Amiibos. But anyways, both of these should give you that extra fighting boost that you will need. Now I forgot to dress well for the fight, which is something you should not forget like I did. The main reason these kinds of specific armor are not on the main list is because Lynels live in other climates and weather, so sometimes it's necessary to have specific armor in different weather conditions. But if you are in moderate weather location, I would suggest you get this armor. I'll list a few more on screen, but for now let's move into the common locations of Lynels. So if you are just beginning, the easiest place to find Lynels is right here in the Faron Grassland. You can get there by following this route from the Highland Stable. Once you reach the mounted archery camp, head through this route. You'll see enemies on the way, but if you're on a horse, they are very much easy to avoid. So from here, go up the hill. You don't want to go straight into a Lynel battle. Okay, so now that you should see the Lynel from here, if this is your first time, it should be red-maned Lynel. If you have been here a few times, it should be blue-maned. It's white-maned for me because I fight Lynels a lot, as again, great for farming weapons and shield and stuff like that. Okay, now time to fight. If you have Rivali's Gale, use on this hill, make your way to the Lynel's back. Mine wasn't done recharging, which is why I got caught when I was close to the Lynel's back, but I still made it safely. When you are on the Lynel's back, just spam Y as much as you can. Get as many hits, and when he throws you off, pull out your bow and shoot some arrows at its head. Elemental arrows are ideal for most damage. Now when you are off, just keep your shield up. It won't come for you the first slap it does around, but the second time it will swing at you, just backflip it. Now when you see it puts its weapon behind its back and crouch down, it means it's gonna charge at you. Just side hop with your shield up and try and get a flurry rush. Now when it holds its crusher like a sword and bangs it down, just run. Or parry if you are skilled enough, but for me and many others, just run. You can try to fury rush it, but his crusher meets the ground before you get close to the Lynel, causing your fury rush to stop, as well as lose most if not all your hearts. And then when he stops and holds his crusher like this, also run or backflip. By the way, when I say run, I just mean get out of range of his attack, because if you go too far, he'll pull out his bow and will 99.9% of the time shoot you. When he stops like this, it means move. He's gonna start breathing fire. To stop it, you can try to shoot him in the face. However, I like the fire as I can use it as an updraft to shoot him. Don't go up high though, and don't stay there for long or else his bow will come out. When you successfully shoot the Lynel in the face, he will kneel down like this and get on his back and repeat the process he did at the start of the battle just by spamming Y. We're done with the majority of his moves, but I'll show you the rest that happen near the end of the battle. You can either parry with your shield or run. Anyways, when the battle is finished, grab its weapons and shield and bow and stuff. They are so good, probably the best. You'll want them in your fight against Ganon. Anyways, that kind of wraps up this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to help support this channel, and hit the bell if you want to see more content, including The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Minecraft and other Nintendo Switch games. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.